shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings. Welcome back to Xbox Frontline News. It's your boy, the King. It is another wonderful day in the world of video games where you got port begging at its highest. Anytime Xbox has a show, you know everything got to go. It's news time for these individuals. These clout-chasing media types that are weirdos when it comes to this type of stuff. But hey, this stuff sells, so who am I to stand in the way of $1? The Switch 2 is reportedly getting Halo and other big Xbox games, with Microsoft set to be a very big supporter. Final Fantasy VII Remake, Rebirth is said to be coming too. While the gaming world awaits Nintendo for the final reveal of the Switch 2, the rumors continue to swirl, and a reliable leaker known now has claimed Microsoft will be a very big supporter of the console, bringing 2 major Xbox series to the Switch this year, including Halo. According to this podcaster, Nate the Hate, who notably broke the news, Microsoft was planning to make some of its first-party titles multi-platform earlier last year, which is categorically not correct. Hip Hop Gamer broke that news way before that. But I understand if a person is not the right color and doesn't talk the right style, they won't never get acknowledged. That, of course, proved to be true. Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Grounded, and Pentiment are now available on PlayStation 5, with the latter 2 also available on Switch. Actually, all 4 of those titles are going to Switch. Nate the Hate now reports Microsoft multi-platform strategy will expand to the Switch 2, and that company will be a very big supporter, releasing 2 Xbox titles on the platform, Flight Simulator and Halo, the Master Chief Collection. One I definitely doubt will be possible on the Switch 2, which is Flight Simulator. Just the sheer volume and the sheer hoops that Xbox itself has to jump through to get that game there. Halo, I don't believe either. Now, Indiana Jones, I believe, and the rest of the other games that they don't have on the console right now, I believe those games to show up. So they're saying Flight Simulator and the Master Chief Collection in 2025 is also claimed both will launch for PlayStation 5, joining the other first-party games, namely Indiana Jones and Doom, The Dark Ages, Outer Worlds 2 already confirmed for the Sony machine. Now, case-by-case basis, Outer World 2, I thought was going to be exclusive to Xbox, but in the grand scheme of things, if it was already on the PlayStation, why would that game be, squared off to the Xbox? Doesn't make any sense. And we already know about Indiana Jones. So, and Doom, The Dark Ages. Come on now. We know that a lot of these Activision games that were already in the queue was already going to PlayStation. It's pure idiocy to believe that a lot of these games from a third-party developer, which is Activision, which made their bread and butter as a third-party distributor, is going to stop operating in that fashion. Nate the Hate adds Microsoft will additionally be porting and patching current Switch Lite lineup for Switch 2, including the likes of 4K support, and he wouldn't be surprised if Sea of Thieves, maybe Hi-Fi Rush, will also find their way over, like I said. Last year it was claimed that Hi-Fi Rush would skip the current version of the Switch 2 in favor of Switch 2, although that was before Microsoft closure of the developer Tango Gameworks and being sold to Krafton. For other non-Microsoft Switch 2 releases, Nate DeHaye said Square Enix is bringing Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth to Nintendo's machine, as well as Xbox Series X and X. Remake reportedly arriving this year, Rebirth in 2026. That's not surprising to hear, of course, given that Square last year confirmed that it was aggressively pursuing putting games on multiple consoles instead of the underperforming PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 is not enough. Nobody's buying that stuff over there. And it's sickening to listen to the toxic fan base tell you otherwise, where they only report how many consoles are being sold like they're part of a team, like you're a solo individual. Cut it out. Obviously, before this can happen, Nintendo needs to formally unveil the Switch 2, although when that time finally does come, there might be a whole lot left that we don't already know. Listen, all this stuff is speculation. And I don't think anybody really cares for the for the Nintendo lineup outside of first-party titles. Nobody gives a damn. Everybody cares for first-party titles when it comes to the Nintendo Switch 2. We're one more month away from the first-party game known as Avowed. Now, Assassin's Creed has stepped out of the way, and Avowed has the room to play. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. Being a Game Pass Ultimate subscriber has given me the luxury and the benefit to be able to play first-party titles day and date with no problems. It's a greater luxury when we're able to take those games that we do have inside Game Pass and play those games anywhere on any device. So whenever we're on the go, like Iron Lords like to travel and like to go to these shows, we pack up our ROGs, we pack up our Steam Decks, and soon we'll be packing up our Xbox handhelds and our Switch 2s to game how we want to game, where we want to game, and why we want to game. And if the PlayStation Portal can ever get its crap together, and that streaming actually gets to a point where it's actually pretty decent, then I'll be getting one of those and packing that up too. Because if I can buy that without buying an extra PlayStation 5, well, by golly gum, I'm going to go do it. Because nobody needs a PlayStation 5. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how it is. I'm going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. As we sit back, relax, and take note, we know that February is going to be a great month for Xbox. I'm still looking for that roadmap from the PlayStation. Come on, baby steps. Baby steps for the win. Let's get it. Xbox is looking to add a ton of Square titles. Xbox and Square's new partnership is going to be fantastic going forward. With former Konami employee Hideki Kojima working with Xbox hand in hand with his new studio, Kojima Studios, the future for Xbox is bright, with the land of the rising sun standing right next to Xbox. Xbox is poised to take over this region with a ton of these third-party titles that formerly used to call the PlayStation their home. PlayStation isn't moving like how they used to move. The streets are cold for the PlayStation because they're not that bold and they're getting a little old and their knees are getting a little cranky and weak. But we see right now in the street, Final Fantasy VII Remake, the one you said will never make it, is about to show up. Final Fantasy 16, my personal favorite, is also planning to make a debut, with Rebirth showing up in 2026, with the possibility of the last Final Fantasy in the trilogy to come day and date to all three platforms, because PlayStation guys are no longer special. You're not special. You ride coach. You no longer walk in the front of the line. You, my friend, sit down right next to me. Why? Because you are no longer special. But the truly special ones are you Game Pass subscribers. Game Pass Ultimate is truly the black card to when it comes to this industry. Now, I know a lot of these pork begging ponies are getting on your nerves with begging for Halo, begging for Gears, and begging for Forza. But what else do they have? When they don't have a roadmap and they don't see any games coming in, they don't have any shows on the horizon, what else do they have? They have to tug at your cape, Superman, and scream, please, please, Daddy Xbox, send me a game. Make it a fair game, please. Speaking of fair games, I think that game will be in the toilet. I'm just saying. With begging at an all-time high for PlayStation, it is wild to see. I got a chance to watch each and every last one of these poor beggars beg for the Halo collection and beg for the Gears collection. Soon, they will be begging for Forza collection. What else can these guys beg for next? The wildest thing is I get a chance to see these people do mental gymnastics. Talking about Satya said, and Phil said, King, we're supposed to hold the line. Thinking that they're making some type of funny. But we know that infantile mentality of the low IQ individuals actually sure shines through. These smooth brain lane brains actually tell the story for you. With individuals in that camp talking about quick resume is the same thing as playing it from a suspended game state. It's actually ridiculous. But that lets you know how little they do know about the Xbox ecosystem, and let's keep it that way. So, hey, if the games are going, please let Xbox report it. Wait. Stop trying to make news where there is no news. But the best part about you dudes, I can always count on you to do this. Anytime that there's a show, there goes you. But I'm going to tell you, I love you. And I understand when you ain't got nothing going on, you're going to go play in the dirt. So that's exactly what you're doing. You're playing in the dirt. As we're getting our Sunday's best ready for the 23rd to look and see what's coming out for us, you'll be peeking through the window, begging with your cups empty and your hands out, screaming, please, kind sir, can you please spare a game? And we're going to look down at you and say, hey, little Jimmy, wait a second. After we finish eating our food, you can get it out of the toilet when we're done with it. So, if you got it this far in this video, I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And this is Saturday where I just come through and show you some love while I'm playing on Frontline Gaming streams. That's Frontline Gaming streams where the king gets to play his games all day and have fun and enjoy himself. And I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Marvel Rivals. And I've been doing that a lot lately because that game has been taking me by storm. But I heard one thing that actually made me stand up and cheer and say, hell yeah, can I get a hell yeah? Scott Summers, the one and only Cyclops, has been rumored to be showing up. And your boy King saw one thing the other day. I saw Quasar's signature photon move. Well, quantum band move. And please on God and everything that is holy, allow that to be true. Allow that to be true. Because I'm going to tell you, man, in the early 80s and the 90s, I was a huge Quasar fan. So please, do like I do. And try to play the Game Pass